What is your name?
Shuichi Matsumura.
What is your profession?
I'm a professor of Department of Architecture of the University of Tokyo.
Okay, thank you. How would you describe the keyword infra-free?
It is a little difficult question to answer, but complete infra-free means as it was. The infra-free is complete free from infrastructures. So from the wiring and piping and load and anything, what we call infrastructure. But it is almost impossible on the Earth. And we have already had many infrastructures on the Earth. Taking an example of Japan, where we have many infrastructures. But I think the infra-free, the meaning of infra-free has a very broad band or range of the meaning. So we can feel free if we say infra-free, some dependent on existing infrastructure, for example transportation, but this shelter is free from energy supply. Then it's a kind of infra-free. So I think the infra-free at the moment means rather infra-free than existing technologies or existing buildings.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, good. With that in mind, what do you think are the fundamental requirements for an infra-free shelter?
Yes, that's almost a very similar question for me. As I mentioned before, the meaning of infra-free ranges from very small or very little infra-free degree to complete infra-free degree. But anyway, the fundamental requirement is a kind to the motivation to realize more advanced way of use of advanced technology in the shelter or in built environment. So that's my fundamental requirement. So it is not so concrete requirement.
Okay.
But the motivation and the direction of our use of technology is the most important thing for me.
That's good.
Yeah.
And so, with that in mind, what do you envision for the future of shelters?
Future shelters, it is my very private vision, but I am much influenced by the space development field, the concept of shelter in space. And they say that the first step is the all prefabricated shelter, and they produce and they bring to the space and assemble. And step 2 is the components are produced on the Earth and then shipped to the space and assemble those components. And the final stage, they say, it's in situ construction. So made of material, local material on the moon or on the Mars, and so on, so on. So it is completely reverse from the point of view of the building on the Earth. At first the local material, then some prefabrication, and then the modular system or something like that. And I have been specialized in the industrialized system, and I believed that story. But now the story of space development is completely reverse or different from us. And I was much impressed by that, and nowadays I am thinking the future of shelters will be some sort of in situ something, but maybe we put very new technologies into for example, the Adobe or something like that to reinforce or to make the performance of the shelter better, rather better or much better. with such kind of technologies to the local. So the combination of local material and in situ construction method with some advanced technology.
Okay.
That's a kind of dream, but yeah, that's
Okay.
maybe my image of the future.
No, it's very interesting, and I guess that answer can be directly applied to my last question, and that's applying your concept of infra-free into existing shelters, into existing buildings. So I guess you mentioned briefly about the sort of Adobe or would you like to elaborate a little bit or?
Yeah, from the point of view of realization of infra-free living environment, the first one is the shelter, and about that I have already mentioned, and another point is devices for the like cellular phone, mobile phone. For example, maybe no infrastructure place nowadays in some desert on the earth or some mountain and so on. There's some people who are living as very old time, even those who live life like very old age, they are now using cellular phone or something like that. So that means a very drastic change of the life with only one device. So such kind of devices, for example, some energy technology device or water recycling device and so on. Such kind of device can be invented with advanced technologies, and of course it is difficult to make them cheaper. But anyway, like mobile phone, everybody on the earth can choose the device and put into their very conventional shelter. Then their life can be more infra-free or more autonomous and free from some kind of social systems. And that's one thing, the existing shelters and some new devices. And that will be very light degree infra-free architecture, but it is the step forward to the futuristic way of living.
Right. Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.